Yes, yes.
All right, thanks. Let me share my screen. Perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, good.
All right. So yesterday in our first demo class, we have seen what is ServiceNow, and we have also seen some information about what is an instance. Okay, and we have cleared some frequently asked questions, right? So today we will continue with what is an instance, like how many instances a company will get from ServiceNow when they bought the ServiceNow product, and how they utilize those instances, right? We will understand about this instance in very detailed way now, and also we will cover this rest of the topics, like what are the versions in ServiceNow, how to check the ServiceNow instance version, right? Then comes the personal developer instance, which is very very important for you guys to practice, right? And once you sign up for the personal developer instance, what are the basic essential things that you have to take care of, right? Like user creation, password reset, all these things. So once you're set with all these things, like once you understand what is an instance mean in ServiceNow, and once you understand how to sign up for personal developer instance, and you set everything related to personal developer instance, then we can go ahead and start our admin part in the later phases, like in the module 2, something like that, right? So our agenda for today's class is to understand these topics. Okay, so firstly let me talk about what is an instance mean in ServiceNow. Okay, so I already explained this in yesterday's class, but again we will go in detailed in today's class as well. Okay, so if you see here, what is an instance mean in ServiceNow? In ServiceNow, an instance is a unique, isolated copy of the entire ServiceNow platform dedicated to a single customer. Okay, here I'll explain you in layman language with a simple example. Yesterday, I have told you one guy, right, Sukumar. Imagine there is one guy called Sukumar. He has one organization, like let's say for example in HP organization company. Okay, he sells the laptops or whatever it is. Now this guy, to his organization, he is trying to buy a ServiceNow account, ServiceNow tool. Now he will go to the ServiceNow company, right? For in the shortcut, I'll consider it as SN means ServiceNow only. Okay, now once he reach out to the ServiceNow will give him three instances to his company. Three instances. Instances are nothing but, yesterday I've told you, right? So ServiceNow product is one major product. It's a product is similar. Okay, but when I call instance, it will give you, if it will give Sukumar's a copy of it. Instance is nothing but a copy of it, which is dedicated to this guy, dedicated to this company. Okay, how can you identify if it is dedicated or not? So here it will be something like this, guys. HP dev dot servicenow.com, and HP test dot servicenow.com, and HP prod dot servicenow.com, so and so. Okay, so if you see, everything starts with their own domain name here, their company name, right? Similarly, Lenovo dev.servicenow.com, for Lenovo company I'm talking about. Lenovo test.servicenow.com, Lenovo pro.servicenow.com. So their own, every organization will get their own dedicated instances. Okay, so now you understood, right? This is our main important instance. Every company will have a main instance which is called production instance, right? So then why do we need this dev instance and test instance? Okay, I'll explain you this with a simple example. So let's say for example, guys, uh, imagine there is this thing called big billion days running. You all know this big billion days, right? In Amazon, Flipkart, you'll see all of this. So on a big billion day, how much traffic you will see on Amazon page or Flipkart page? So huge, right? There will be lots lakhs of people who will visit the Amazon or Flipkart pages, right? The website. So whatever we are seeing on the screen, that is the production instance, right? Amazon, whatever we are seeing on the screen, it's their production instance. Okay, production website, let's call it as a production website. But do you think they will do some customizations on the production instance directly, like adding any new products, or customizing any new products, or changing the labels of a product, right? Images of the product. Do you think that they will change directly in the production instance? They will never do it, guys, because if any small mistake is done by any a developer in the production instance directly, they will if the website got crashed, because of a small mistake, it will be a huge loss for the Amazon, right? On a big days like that, big billion days or something like that, if they will not take any chance, right? They will be very careful. So they will not do any customizations or developments directly in the production instance. Similarly, what happens to do that, they will have some backup instances, like pre-production instances. Those are called dev instance, and one is test instance. Okay, so what happens is, now the first any customizations developers will do in the dev instance. Okay, in the dev instance they will do the development, like adding the products. Okay, in the Amazon, taking an example of Amazon. They will add products in the dev instance first. They'll see colors, right? They'll see the labels, they'll see the pricing, everything. Once everything looks good, they'll move into the test instance. The code, the development, everything, that they will move into the test instance. Now they also have their own testers, right? Testing team will be there. So once it is moved to test instance, they will test it. They will take the UAT, sign up from the business team, everything. And once everything is looking good, then only they will move it to the actual live environment, which is called production instance. Understood, right? So this production instance is what we are seeing on the website of Amazon. Okay, this is what we are seeing, where the real customers like us will come here and we will buy some products. Okay, so the same methodology here also, ServiceNow will provide three instances to any company. Okay, at least two, at least two. One is dev, test is optional. Okay, and production instance. So this is optional. If some companies pay some extra money, they will provide test instance as well. Otherwise, only dev and production will be there. Dev is mandatory. Okay, now you get this question, right? So Gopi, you are saying that, okay, ServiceNow will provide instances for this guy. Okay, now we as a ServiceNow developers will customize these instances according to Sukumar's need. I mean, Sukumar's company need. They according to their business, their workflows will be different. So developers will come into picture while customizing the instances according to his company needs. That's great. But where do we actually learn all these things? See, I came here to learn the things, right? Where do I learn all the things? How do I get an instance? Will ServiceNow provide me any instance for free? Yes. So ServiceNow is this company is providing us some instances for free of cost, which looks 99.5 like 99.5%. It looks very similar to the actual instances in the company. Okay, so we can practice everything in the this developer instance. Okay, when I say this free instances, the name of that, we call it as PDI. PDI is nothing but personal developer instance. Personal developer instance. Okay, so this is what we are going to create today, so that once your personal developer instance is up and running, then we can start practicing everything. So once you're good with this, then in the live environments also, when you go in join as a ServiceNow developer in any company, you will see you will be given an instance. They will create you a account in their instances, and you will start customizing their instance according to their use cases. Okay, Do you have any questions so far? Did you understand what does an instance mean? What are the different types of instances we have in ServiceNow, and what is a personal developer instance? Did you understand? So that we can go to the next topic. Any questions? No questions from anyone?
Do
All
we
right.
have a tagging instance as well?
Sorry, what is that?
Or do we have a tagging instance as well?
Staging one? Yeah,
Stay.
exactly. So, see, it depends on how much this Sukumar is paying to ServiceNow. If Sukumar's company is very big company, and if they're providing so much of, if they buy the some premium product, okay, see, premium package. See, in ServiceNow also, the pricing is based on the company size also. Okay, so how can I say? They will have a different variants of the packages. Like, for some amount, for basic package, they will provide only dev and production instance. If Sukumar like companies pays some more amount, right? If they will give you some premium packages wherein which you will have test instance included as well. Okay, dev, test, prod. If you pay more, then they will give you four instances. One is dev, test, stage instance, and stage instance is also called as pre-prod. Okay,
Okay.
and lastly we will have prod. It depends on the amount or the package what companies are taking from ServiceNow. Understood? But the dev and the product mandatory. Okay, all right. So now that I understand, you understand what does an instance mean, how many types of instances we have, right? And you understood the meaning of personal developer instance on a high level. So today we will understand how to create a personal developer instance, how to sign up for that. So as I said, guys, yesterday, ServiceNow is all about cloud, right? We do not download any single tool into our local computer. Okay, there is no need of doing that. All you need to have is a Chrome browser, an internet connection, and your URL and credentials, login credentials. That's it, right? So, how do I sign up for a personal developer instance? So, for that, all you need to do is just go to developer dot developer dot servicenow.com. Okay, I'll put this in the chat for you guys. You can note it down somewhere else. Okay, I pasted the link in the chat. All right, so I'll say developer.servicenow.com. I'll go to this website. Okay, I will say, for this is my first time coming to the developer.servicenow.com, right? So I'll say get started. Okay, get started. Mm, just a second. I think the layout has changed a little bit. Okay, let me go with sign in. All right. So if you see here, just click on the sign in one, and here, this is my old account. Already I have one, so that's the reason it is suggesting me. But if you are a new user, you can get a ServiceNow ID by clicking on this button. Okay. So I'll show you how to get as a new user. So click on that. Okay. I can show you one more time. So just go to developer.servicenow.com and then click on sign in here. Okay, you will see a sign in button on the top right. So click on that and you will be redirected to this page, and then you can click on new user, get a ServiceNow ID. Click on this. So here I will say I'll give my email ID. Okay, next. Okay, all I need is a Gmail ID to log in to sign up for this personal developer instance. Okay, give the details like first name, last name, email. Okay, uh, just complete this captcha. Okay. And see, remember guys, the information that you're giving here is to sign up for the developer.servicenow instance website. Okay. These passwords are different and the instance password will be different. So, just keep this in mind. This is to just sign into the developer portal. If you see, we are signing into the developer portal. Okay. Now click on sign up. After giving the information, you can click on the sign up. So now I'll click on okay. Now what happens? This ServiceNow in the ServiceNow portal will send an email notification to my Gmail. Okay, let's wait for some time. Yeah, if you see, I have received one email. Verify your ServiceNow ID. This is what I got. Okay, click on this and click on verify email. This is the next step. Click on it. Okay, you see here, your email has been verified. Then you will be redirected to the login page again. Okay, so since I verified my email address, then I redirected to the login page, and now I click on sign in. Mm, just a second. All right. Now, guys, since you signed in properly, after verifying your email address, you will be logged in. Now, if you see, there are a couple of questions system will ask you. Okay, it is asking you, do you code? Okay, are you going to code? I have to select yes because I'm a developer, right? I'm going to learn development, right? So I'll have to select yes and click on next. Now, the second question is what best describes your job responsibilities? Here, select almost everything. Okay, except others, you can select all these things and click on this and say finish setup. Okay, great. You answered the two questions and then you will be on this page. Now click on the top right. If you see, there is something called request instance. Okay, from this portal, you have to click on this something called request instance. Click on this. Now it will ask you few things. Hey, you are requesting a instance, but what release? What release you want? Wh- What is this? What is the meaning of this release? Okay, for that to answer that question, I have to go back to this topic called versions. You see, versions in ServiceNow. So, what are versions in ServiceNow? ServiceNow will release a version every 6 months, guys. Okay, every 6 months, ServiceNow will release some new updates as a new version. Okay, so yearly there are two versions in ServiceNow. So I'll say versions in ServiceNow. Okay, let's go to this. I'll show you how the versions look like. Okay, you see this website. What's happening? Just a second, guys. Okay. Okay, ignore about this one. I don't know if there is some catch or something. But yeah, if you see here, these are all what you're seeing right now here. These are all the versions. If you see, they have given the time time frame here, and they have given the version name as well. Okay, you see everything starts with an alphabetical order here. Aspen is one version, Berlin is one version, Calgary, Dublin, right? Express version. You see the first letters of all these versions, it will be in alphabetical order: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So right now we are in a different version called Zurich. Okay, not I think, yeah, Zurich. The latest version is Zurich. Okay, the before one is Yokohama, and the before one is Washington, I believe. Yeah, Washington. So right now we are in the Zurich release. Okay, so that is the reason you see ServiceNow is asking, hey, do you want Xanadu or Yokohama or Zurich release? So I will go with the latest release only. Okay, that's the reason I'll choose Zurich and click on request. Okay, so this you can go to this website, or you can also just Google it. Okay, you will get it. These are the latest versions in ServiceNow. Okay, okay. ServiceNow is readying, creating an instance for me in the backend. You see, it is saying fulfilling request. Your personal developer instance is currently being prepared. It will be giving us some URL, a unique URL, and the credentials to me in some time. Okay, let's wait for some time. And these details you will get onto your email as well. Okay, you will receive an email with the instance name, instance URL, as well as the credentials for that. Okay, as I told you, right, you will definitely need a URL and credentials to log in. So that is what system is going to give us. Okay, in real time, guys, you're trying to create a PDI, personal developer instance. But what happens in the real time? Let's say you joined a company. Okay, you joined TCS company as a ServiceNow developer. Okay, what how they will give you a login credentials? You have to log into their instance, right? You have to log into their instance. You have to customize their instances according to their use cases. How do you get your credentials? I'll tell you about that. So let's go here. Okay, so imagine this is TCS. Okay, TCS. So TCS will have a project, right, with Sukumar's company, right? HP. This is the project we have. Now, what happens in this TCS? We will have, let's say, for example, five developers, five ServiceNow developer. Now, you are one developer. You got newly hired. Okay, you are the sixth developer, newly hired. Now, when this project gets started, when the project gets started, Sukumar company will get three instances, right, or two instances, right? When the company gets any instance, ServiceNow will provide only one credentials, one login credentials, which is called admin credentials. Okay, what ServiceNow will provide? It will provide a URL, instance URL, and it will provide admin login credentials. Now, this Sukumar's company, one person will log in as an admin. Okay, one person will log in as an admin into this instance, and he will create user accounts for all the rest of the folks. Okay, like one user account for me, one account for other employees, someone, how many people are there in his company? That many user accounts will be created in their instance. Okay, by this admin, and he will provide their own passwords to the particular respective user. Okay, similarly, when I join a company, in this instance, they will create a login credentials for me. Okay, they will create a user account for me, and they will provide username and password to me, so that I can log into their instance using the given URL as well as the login credentials. Okay, so this creating the user accounts in ServiceNow is mandatory. Understood? Without that, I cannot log into the ServiceNow instances. Does it make sense, guys? Any questions here? Let's wait for some time. This until this instance is. It might take some time to prepare an instance, but yeah. Any questions so far? Did you get understanding how when you join a company, how you'll get the credentials, everything? Did you understand that?
Yeah, got it. It will
Yes.
be created by admin, right?
Yeah, it will be either created by admin or your colleagues, right? You will join you will join as a new developer, right? You will be, pulled into a ServiceNow developers group. Okay, so If you ask any other developers, then they will provide you the login credentials for you so that you can sign into their instances. So that's how we do actually in our projects. We will, if I'm a new developer now, if someone, or let's say if someone joins our team, any one of us from our team will create a login credentials, a user account for the newly joined person, and we will provide them the URL and his own login credentials to him, so that he will log into the instance and he will work on his own tasks there. So similarly, if you also join any company as a ServiceNow developer, someone will provide you your login credentials, and they will give you the URL, the instance URL, dev instance URL
Got it.
as well. Okay, that's how it works. So um, now let's say, imagine guys, you put yourself in a imagine 2 years experienced person. Okay, you should know everything, right? When someone new person joins, you should also know how to create a user account for him, how to provide the login credentials, everything, right? So that everything that we are going to learn in the upcoming classes, how to create users, how to create groups, all this comes under admin part. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Okay, perfect. If you see guys, my instance got created. If you see instance URL, you see this, I can see my instance URL is dev 204402.servicenow.com. Why I'm seeing like this? Because I'm not coming from any company. I'm not, this instance is not any company's specific URL. It's a personal developer instance, right? If you sign in with your own email address, this code will be different. This code will be different, right? So everyone will have their own personal developer instance with their own unique code here. Okay, now this is what the URL I have to use to log into my personal developer instance. Just click on this icon. Okay, click on this, and you will see ServiceNow has provided you admin credentials, right? So similarly, when ServiceNow provides instances to the actual company, they will provide this kind of URL only. I mean, this kind of credentials only, admin credential and their password. Okay, so the first person who logs in, they will log in as an admin with the given password by ServiceNow, and then he will create user accounts for the rest of the folks as well. Okay, so no one will use the admin account later point of time. Once they create users, they will not use admin account, because this is a very very critical account. Okay, no one will use this for small purposes, right? So what is the best practice? Firstly, log in as an admin, create user accounts, and then they will provide the user accounts to their whole team. Okay, they will log in with their own credentials. That's the best practice. Okay, so now if I go back, yeah, if you see guys, I logged into my ServiceNow instance. This is my personal developer instance. This is how it looks like. Okay. And I can go to there are n number of tables here in ServiceNow. Okay. Like one very important table is called incident. Okay. So if I say incident.list, I can see a table called incident. Everything in ServiceNow is a table, guys. Okay. You will see every data in ServiceNow will be stored in a table. Table is nothing but it's a combination of columns and rows. Understood, right? So from tomorrow onwards, we will see how we can create users, how we can create groups and all these things, how to change the labels. You see, I can see my logo as service now right now, but Sukumar come to me and say, hey Gopi, as this is our instance, right? So can you please change this logo to our company name, company logo, like HP or whatever it is, right? So I'll tell you how the flow is going to happen from here onwards. Okay, how we are going to train, how I'm going to train you guys. Okay, so imagine, guys, imagine Sukumar is our client. Okay, we are the, so let's say how many people are there. I am not seeing right now. Let's say, for example, 10 to 12 people are there. Assume we are all the ServiceNow developers only. Okay, I treat myself as a ServiceNow developer only. I believe we are all group. Okay, group of ServiceNow developers. Sukumar, this guy is our client. Okay, he got a new instance. Now our our duty as a ServiceNow developer is to take the requirements, take the use cases from Sukumar, and we have to customize his instance according to his business needs. Okay, so the every topic that I'm going to teach you from tomorrow, consider it's an use case, it's a requirement from the client itself. That is how you have to learn things. Okay, it's not that you go to YouTube or somewhere, you type some topic name, you'll get plenty of videos, but you will never know how the requirements will come from the from the client, how to deliver that use case. You will never know that. If anyone will not teach you, they will come and they'll just teach you the topic, that's it. But from tomorrow onwards, every single thing what I'm going to teach you, consider that it's a requirement from the client itself. Client will give us a requirement, and we will be doing that in the instance, and we will deliver it to the client again. Understood? So I will be teaching you as a senior developer, and you will be like learning along with me. I'm not going to act as a trainer here, teaching you some guru style of things. I will be acting as a ServiceNow developer only. I will teach you. I'll hold your hands as a ServiceNow senior ServiceNow developer, and then explain you what are the best practices, how we can get the requirements from the clients, do it in the instance, and deliver to the client again. That's how I train my students. Understood, right? Any questions here so far? All
And
right.
Gopinath, how long will it take for us to be industry ready?
Yeah, it as I said, right? This course is for 45 to 50 hours of training total, wherein which the first 15 days will be admin part, then we'll jump into the development part, right? So my recommendation is, whatever the things that I'm teaching you, if you can practice that the same day, and if you come up with some questions, or if you come up with some doubts or something like that, if you clarify them right away, you will be industry ready, you will be interview ready by end of this course itself. You don't need to spend so much of time. Okay, I will give you all the enough information, all the enough what do you say, use cases, industry level use cases, real time examples, scenarios, everything I'll give you while going forward. Okay, all I need from you guys is to practice with me. uh, After this class, go through the recordings, practice for at least 1.5 hour, and next day if you come across any questions, just shoot that questions, I'll answer them, and again practice them. Practice is the only important. If you are good at practicing, then trust me, you will crack the interview within no time after the course completion.
And are we also targeting any certifications within ServiceNow or?
Yeah, so yesterday I have mentioned this, right? So um, certifications are not mandatory thing, but it's a good to have thing. So one certification we can do is CSA, certified system administrator. That's a important basic certification which we can do after this training course. So for that, we'll also provide you some dumps where you can prepare we can prepare the dumps for 1 week, and then you can appear for the examination. Okay.
And how much will that exam cost?
The CSA is of free of cost. You don't need to pay anything. Right now it is free of cost only.
Okay.
Okay.
And is there any validity for CSA, like 1 year, 3 year?
I think there is like no, every year you have to renew it. Okay, you need to renew, like by writing an exam called Delta. Delta is nothing but, as I said, now ServiceNow will release versions every 6 months. It will
Mhm.
release version, right? The Delta
Right.
is nothing but you will see some questions on the latest enhancements they
Yes.
have provided in the version. So the new versions, that is called Delta. So if you write Delta, that certificate will be active. Otherwise, it will be inactivated.
Okay. And like after the completion of this course, we will be targeting on the fresher jobs, right?
It depends. So it depends on individual to individual, right? Some people are already experienced, some people are coming for the first time, some people directly from the their what do you say, universities, right? So it depends from person to person, but definitely with the course you can target the fresher. It's more than enough as a fresher. You will get a plenty of knowledge as a fresher, and also you can target at least 3.5 to 4 years of experience, job roles there. That much of knowledge we will provide in this course. That's how it is designed, the course is designed, yeah.
And would it be a plus for incident management role?
Incident manager role.
Yes.
No, no, no. Actually, see, this is exclusively for ServiceNow developer role. Okay. So what you said, incident manager role is a different role. Okay. He will,
Mm.
he will manage the tickets. Okay. Tickets will be coming, right? So he will
Right.
manage the tickets, but that is not we are going to teach you in this. Okay. It's purely of a ServiceNow development role, wherein which we will be having code. So as a ServiceNow developer, you will be customizing, you will be working on customizing the instances of the client, right? Like workflows customizations, appearance customizations, front end, back end, all these things. You're not going to solve any tickets, or you're not going to manage any tickets in ServiceNow as a developer. Okay.
Mm.
If if you are in a perception of attending this training as to get the incident manager role, then I think you're in the wrong place, Apro. But if you are for a ServiceNow developer role, then yeah, you are at the right place, yeah. Okay, is it
Okay, I
clear?
have one question here.
Yeah.
And does a non-IT experience or non-IT guy
Mhm.
can do this course?
Absolutely. See, I myself is an IT guy. When I was going to learn this ServiceNow for the first time, right? I don't know even a single line of code how to do it. I was from non-IT only. I am from a mechanical background. I did my 2 years of job in a different local company, which is non-IT. And then after knowing about ServiceNow, I took a training course just similar to this, and then from there I came, this far, yeah. So absolutely you can as a non-IT you can learn this service
I
now.
have a non-IT experience of around 8 years, and
Okay.
where I have a gap of around 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, can it be coped up
Yeah,
in the
absolutely. Because you see, the reason why I'm saying is because every individual will have their own story, right? So someone will be a fresher, someone will have some gap, someone will be working currently as a non-IT guy, right? So what you can do is you can put last 3 years that you have worked as a ServiceNow developer in a company. If you are looking for an experience thing, right?
okay,
Your no one in the new company will ask you what is your role in the previous company. They will ask you, they will check, did you genuinely worked in the company, or something like that, but they will not check the role that you worked for. Okay, so you can absolutely say that okay, I worked as a ServiceNow developer, and but that only makes real sense when you learn the concepts. Okay,
okay,
so I don't want anyone to blame someone, something like that. I want everyone to genuinely learn the things and appear for the interviews, so that you can confidently crack the interviews and say, okay, you will cover the 3 years of knowledge within this time frame. That is what my intention is.
yeah, that's what I wanted to know. That can I
Yeah, yeah,
make it?
definitely you can do that, Varun. Yeah, and
Do we need
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
uh, do we need to learn coding as well, or do we need to have some experience in coding?
So
Mm.
right now, as a beginner, you don't need to have any knowledge on coding. Okay. As a prerequisite for this, yesterday I said 30% of JavaScript knowledge is important. But even though if you don't have any knowledge on any coding language, that is absolutely fine, because we are going to teach you everything from scratch. I'll give you the tutorials for JavaScript, as well as in the ServiceNow itself, there is some scripting languages called Glide APIs. So that thing I will personally teach you from very scratch to the advanced modules. Okay. So as a prerequisite, or prior knowledge, you don't need to have any knowledge on coding. But the other thing is, we are going to definitely learn scripting. Scripting is involved in, as a developer you have to learn scripting. So that is clarity that I'm trying to give. Prerequisite, there is nothing like that, but we are going to learn ServiceNow development and scriptings.
So only JavaScript, right? Or apart from that,
Only
Python
JavaScript.
can
Only,
also work.
no, nothing. Python, no, no Python, no nothing. Only 30% of JavaScript is needed. That we will take care of. I will provide you the enough resources, and then the ServiceNow has its own, APIs, scripting APIs, that I will personally teach you from very scratch. Other than these two, there is no coding involved. Other coding involved, like Python, Java, something like that.
So I believe like in ServiceNow we write codes in a flow diagram, right? Or there is a code also required in that, or just add
See,
some flow.
I'll explain you this. So if you see, if I scroll down, uh, yeah, if you see this, there are something called last phase. This is the final phase of our course, which is Flow Designer. In this, we will do lots of automations using the flows, without writing a code, without writing a code. But this is like advanced modules. But before that, there are so many other things as well, called fixed scripts, UI actions, business rules, right? These are all needed for writing the scripts. Okay. So in ServiceNow, you can do one thing in multiple ways. One is through scripting, one is through flows as well. But learning scripting is essential, Apro. Okay. This scripting is very, very important, because without scripting, you cannot do all these topics. All these topics need scripting only. Okay. Once you are
Okay,
good at scripting, then you can go with the flows. That's a final thing. Advanced model.
okay, understood.
Okay. Any other questions from
I'm
anyone?
good for me.
Okay, great. So just to show you how we can, see right now in the instance, we logged in as an admin, right? We logged in as an admin. Throughout the course, you can log in with the same credentials. I think by this time I must get, yeah. If you see, you will also get an email from ServiceNow with the login credentials, the username, password, everything. Okay, you see, I got the login, URL, I got the username and password. You can save this. But if you are feeling uncomfortable remembering this password, you have to change this. Okay, how do you change a password? I'll show you. Carefully observe this one. This is very important. Just go to all navigation here. Okay, and type user administration. Just say user AD. Under user administration, you will find something called users. Just click control button on your keyboard and just click on this. Okay, it will open in a new tab. Okay, great. You see, so far system has given me 631 users. These are all dummy users only. Okay, ServiceNow in the production, in the personal developer instance, you will see a lot of example data, dummy data, so that you can start working on it directly without creating multiple records. Okay, you see all these users are dummy users only. Okay, so now, similar to this, in the real-time instances also, you will see lots of users with actual employees. Actual employees. Okay. So let's say, for example, click on this search icon here. Click on it. You logged in as an admin, right? Admin user, right? So just type here admin. I'm looking for admin's record. Okay, admin's user record. Click on this. I got my admin's record. Now here, once the record is opened, you see this is the record exclusively for system administrator. Okay, now here you can click on set password. Okay, you can click on set password. Just a second. Hmm. Once you click on that, you will show system will show a pop-up. You can click on generate. Okay, follow these steps carefully. First click on generate, then click on copy. Okay, copied, and then save. Okay, great. And then you can close it. So I generated a password, I copied it, and I saved it. Okay. So now it's a generated password right now. Now what you can do, just go back, click on this avatar, log out first. Okay. Now just you once you logged out, you will be in this page. Just type admin again, username as admin. Now paste the password that you just copied. Okay, you just copied a password, right? Just paste it, click on login. So now system will show you a page where you can change the password. First, before changing the password, you give the current password one more time, and now scroll down here. You can give your password which you wanted to remember. Okay. Great. Now click on submit. That's all we need to do. Okay. So if you feel uncomfortable in remembering this password, you can change it, or else if you are good at remembering, then absolutely fine. There is no need of changing the passwords. Okay. So right now I don't want to remember that. I need my own password. So I just went to user table. I opened the admin's record. I changed I set the password and then logged out and then relogged in with the new password. Okay, these are the basic essential things that you have to do once you get your personal developer instance. All right, so I think my instance is ready, guys. So from tomorrow onwards I can cover some basic administration parts, and then we'll go to the advanced phases in the admin parts in the first 15 days. Then we'll start the development part. Understood? Any questions before we wind up today's class? So guys, before you come to tomorrow's class, please go through the recording of today's class. Sign up for your personal developer instances, change your passwords, be ready with your instances by tomorrow. Once we start the admin part, please practice those things in your developer instances right away. In the same day, if you practice that, you will get some questions. You can ask those questions in the next class. Okay, so let's make this call or class very interactive from tomorrow onwards. Please go through the videos, ask some questions, practice them in your personal developer instances. Okay, so sign up for the instances by tomorrow and come to the class. Okay.
Yeah,
All
good.
right, I think I'm good from my side for today. So if you have any questions, ask me, or otherwise we can wind up the class. No questions?
Just one question, Gopi. After
Yeah.
completion of the course, would be targeting admin roles or the developer roles?
Developer role only. Our main target is for developer role only. Admin, see, when you wanted to be a developer, you have to have the knowledge of admin as well.
Right,
Right.
right.
So that is the reason we will start with the admin course for the first 15 days. Without the admin part, I cannot learn development. So that's the reason admin plus development we are learning here, but we are targeting for the developer service, not developer role.
Because this is what my concern. Like directly, companies will take us as a developer without having any work experience as in admin role.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat that?
Like we would be directly attempting developer roles interviews, right? As per
Mm,
you.
that's
So
correct. Yeah.
would the organizations prefer someone who has no work experience in the admin role,
See,
and would they be willing
see,
to take us directly in developer?
my question is, if you are looking for a fresher um, there will be lots of fresher job roles as well. Okay. My only thing to answer your question is, if you apply for a ServiceNow developer role as a fresher, okay, if you crack
Mhm.
the interview with the same knowledge that I'm teaching you, see, whatever I'm teaching you, that is applicable for a person who is looking for 3.5 years or 4 years experience. That is applicable for a fresher as well. A fresher will be more than happy, and he will get more than what he's looking for. Okay, if you can
Right.
deliver, if you can practice all these things and appear for interviews, if you can deliver what they are asking as a fresher, they will be very very impressed. As a fresher you have got this much of knowledge. Understood, right? You don't, as a fresher, no one will look that okay, I need a prior experience from a person that he has to work on a project. No, all they look is, does this guy have any knowledge on this areas, service now admin part or development part or basic stuff? Do they have knowledge on that? That is what the interviewers will look on a fresher. But if you are appearing for 3 years or 4 years of experience roles, then you have to answer the questions of interviews in a different way. How? Okay, have to say that I worked as a ServiceNow developer in the last few months. Okay, sorry, last few years, like 2 or 3 or whatever it is. So these are the few things, projects that I have done. That project you will put it in your resume. Okay, whatever we are going to teach you in this course, the scenarios, the live scenarios, I told you yesterday, right? I will be teaching you everything what we delivered to our clients. Okay, it's a real time examples, real time scenarios. You can practice them in your PDA, right? And you will explain them as if you did for a client only. Okay, you did a project as if these are the list of things, these are the list of use cases that I have done so far in my project. Okay, and these, by telling this, if you can answer all the interview questions, and which means like all not when I say all the interview, no one can answer all the things, but yeah, just telling you, if you can provide like 80% of the answers what they asked for, and if you write some code, then definitely you're good to go there, right?
Okay. And, just one more question, Gopiji.
Hmm.
Like,
Go ahead.
and in few fields we have internships available as well. So is it also a case in service now? Like,
Yeah, so some very big companies will hire the freshers as an interns only. Okay, like big MNCs like Deloitte, right? TCS. These companies can invest some money on hiring the interns also. Okay, they will train the interns for first 6 months. They will put them in a small projects, right? Small. They'll give you some small tasks to work on. Once you perform there very well, then you will be converted as a full time fresher, something like that.
okay, but not as in cases like where we where we can work as an intern like on remotely for 1 or 2 months projects. That is not case in service now, right?
See, it depends, Apro. You will get this kind of things in the LinkedIn as well. Okay, but as an intern, uh, the chances are very less. Okay, to be honest, see, I don't want to tell you that okay, these are highly available. I don't want to do that, because you will be here with some expectations, right? I want to meet your expectations, and I want to be very honest here. So on LinkedIn, if I go to my LinkedIn account, if I search there, there will be more of actual jobs, right? The freshers or the
Right.
experienced guys, actual jobs. But internships, there are quite a few only compared to the actual jobs. Okay, so that you have to dive deep, research deep into the LinkedIn or Naukri, something like that. If you're
Because I
exclusively
was
looking for internships, yeah.
yes, because I was only asking this just in case like I can build up 1 or 2 projects and can justify within my or current organization,
See,
so I
that
can
that you can, so
move internally.
if you wanted to do a project, you don't need a company to do that. Okay, you don't need
Okay.
a particular company or an internship to do that. You can build your own project as well. You got it right.
Okay, within my instance.
Exactly, in your instance only. As I said, your instance, the personal developer instance, is like 99.5% similar to the main instances, right? There is no change in that. Okay, the instances will be same, the features, everything will be same. Okay, uh, you can build your own project in in your instance only. Okay, you can ask chat gpt for some projects. It will give you a beautiful projects. Okay, so you can say, hey, I want to build a project around this to appear for interviews. It will give you a beautiful project, but that thing you have to do at the end of the course, because you need to have a knowledge on everything, right? You have to build a if
Right,
you want to build a project, you have to have a knowledge on everything. So this is like at the end of the project, sorry, end of the course, you can do all these things.
right.
Okay.
So, so if we'll practice alongside with the course for 1 hour, you truly believe that we'll be able to match
Absolutely,
someone who
absolutely.
is
That's how I got job, and most of my students also got the job same way. See, guys, remember one thing. Every batch, in every batch, there are few people who just appears the training classes, and they will just don't practice anything. Okay, but there will be few people who will attend the class. They are so eager to get the job. They are so enthusiastic to learn the topics. Okay, interested in knowing the topics. They will learn the uh, topic the same day itself in their instance, in their practice their everything in their instance, and they'll come up with some questions. If you practice 110%, you will get questions, that is for sure. They'll ask the questions in the next day, they will clarify, and again they'll do the practice. Only those people I have seen in my entire training journey, only those people will get the jobs in first 1.5 month. Okay, so I want you guys to be very serious. I will put my 110% efforts to teach you the best, but I want 200% efforts from you as well to learn the things and get most out of me. Okay, so that is the intention I want from you guys. Otherwise, not only me, anyone cannot help you to get a job. It's not a simple thing to get a job. You have to learn, you have to put efforts, you have to prepare accordingly, and then you have to appear for the interviews. I will give my best, but you have to give your best too. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
yeah.
Any questions? Any more questions? All right. I think we are already up on time as well. So please come prepared with the personal developer instances for tomorrow, guys. We'll see how we can start the admin part from tomorrow onwards. Okay. Thank you so much
And
for joining. Yeah, yeah.
and just one more question. Gopi, how long will be the training session last? Will it be for like 1 hour daily, or
Daily
will it
one
be
hour,
repeating?
8:30 to
Okay.
9:30, and
Uh,
total number of hours is like 45 to 50 hours. Because the reason why I'm saying 45 to 50 hours is because while teaching the topics, right, some people will have questions. So including those questions, solving the questions, we will keep this 5 hours of delay. But ideally, it will take 45 hours or 46 hours, something like that. Okay. So it's like Monday to Friday, actual classes. On Saturday, you will have doubts clearing sessions where if you have some doubts, you can join that session and clarify. Otherwise, that's an optional thing.
okay, Gopi.
Okay. If you still have any questions, Apro, then definitely after this call, even though if you have any questions, you can reach out to the admin team related to timings or anything. You can reach out to them. They will definitely help you. Otherwise, anytime you can, if you have any questions in the class, also you can definitely ask me.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Varun, do you have any questions? Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.